avises. Yeah. Today's program covers the topic that shows us how Earth demonstrates his nature with mighty majesty and sometimes frightening. The report Akin will talk more about this.
Thank you, Andre, and good evening to all of you. The report of today's transmission takes us 9 kilometers east of Naples, Italy, terrain on which a city called Pompeii was buried for years by Mother Nature. Archaeologists say earthquakes commonly shook the area around Mount Vesuvius. They continued for years as the magma chamber inside inflated, resulting in a devastating catastrophe for this ancient city. Is known volcanic activity in the region around Vesuvius had persisted for 300,000 years, with seven highly explosive eruptions in the last 170 centuries. Vesuvius is a stratovolcano. It means it is built up by the layering of successive ash and lava eruptions over time. Its most violent explosions are known as Plinian eruptions, honoring the naturalist Pliny the Elder, of whom we will talk later. A rich description of the Mount Vesuvius eruption die events have been discovered through the archaeological evidence and the use of written letters of an eyewitness. Even with the fact that Mount Vesuvius is an active volcano, people happily live in its shadow, and authorities warn the volcano could erupt again. But why do people still live there besides the warnings? Locals say the ground has been so blessed with the planings. Thank you for watching this historic event in a nutshell. It's a pleasure to send you back to the studio with Andrea Revolorio.
Thank you, Akin. Today I have the opportunity to speak with the experts, volcanologists, who gave us the following information. The experts say that volcano eruption can cause irreparable damage, such as loss of human life. They say some victims could die from injuries or burn caused by debris from collapsed structures. They also say that many people could die from the seismic waves of the volcano or from the lava magnetic. Do you know what a volcanology is? Well, volcanologists told me that they study volcanoes carefully and their eruption history, their magma source and volcanic activity. They said that the eruptions are a consequence of the increase in the temperature in the magma found with the air meeting. They say that the volcanic eruption should expel boiling lava, which will cause melting of ice glaciers and landslides. Well, let's go with you, Wendy.
Okay, today I have the pleasure of talking to a scientist about the subject of volcanic generate pyroclastic flows or expel ballistic rocks and ash that can fall on communities, as was the case of Volcán de Fuego Guatemala, the Sulphur Hills volcano in Montserrat, and the Sulphur volcano in San Vicente and the Grenades. Other volcanoes produce lava flows, for example, Hawaii. Sometimes mud flows, lahars, are produced when magnetics help melt ice, as occurred in Colombia with the eruption of the Nevado del Ruiz volcano. What causes volcanic eruptions in people? The scientists said that among the effects of eruption caused in the people are traumatic injuries, burns, asphyxiation, skin diseases, eye injuries, respiratory problems, conjunctivitis, and even death. Therefore, our data knowledge of volcano in terms of their eruptive history, eruptive styles, spatial distribution, and characterization of magma sources, among others, provides the necessary information to finally estimate the hazard associated with volcano activity. And this is the scientist tell me. Let's go with William.
Thank you, Wendy. Good evening. My name is William, and I find myself in what was known as the city of Pompeii. Some survivors say that Mount Vesuvius destroyed the city of Pompeii in about 25 hours. Some historians say that the city was slowly recovering from a major earthquake that rocked the city in February of AD 67. The earthquake originating beneath Mount Vesuvius had caused major damage to the springs and piping that provided the city's water. Reconstruction was being carried out on several temples and public buildings. Seneca, another historian, recorded that the quakes lasted for several days and also heavily damaged the town of Herculaneum and did minor damage to the city of Naples before subsiding. The major quake was followed by several minor shakes through the following years. Because seismic activity was so common in the area, citizens paid little attention in early August of 79 when several quakes shook the earth beneath Herculaneum and Pompeii. People were unprepared for the explosion that took place shortly after noon of August 24. Suddenly, the violent eruption of the magnificent Mount Vesuvius buried the ancient Roman city of Pompeii, killing the majority of the residents and changing the geography of the local area forever. Pliny the Younger, who was in Misenum at the time of the eruption, described the appearance by saying that he could not give a more exact description of them by likening it to that of a pine tree. I leave you in with my colleague Julio Lorenzana.
Thank you, William. Good evening to all in the studio, to the viewers. I'm on the place of the events. According to the historical accounts, around 30,000 lives were climbed by Vesuvius City, making it one of history's deadly eruptions. Only around 2,000 residents survived the first blast. Pliny the Younger's narrative vividly portrays the horror as citizens, unaware of the impending disaster, faced a scourging pyroclastic surge. Their bodies, frozen in a semi-curled position, forever preserved under layers of ash. Far from the chaos, Pliny and his mother witnessed the calamity from afar, providing invaluable insight into the magnitude of the disaster. Tonight, as we reflect on this ancient tragedy, let us honor the memory of those lost and recognize Pompeii's enduring significance. Reporting live, this is Julio Lorenzana, and I'm going back to the studio. Bye bye.
Okay, that thank you uh, very much for the information. And tonight we talked about volcanic eruptions. Let's hope you keep tuning in because tomorrow we will be talking about another natural disaster. Happy day for you.